Hello, my name is Adam Kernick. I'm a fourth year medical student at Sackler School of Medicine, and this is my third year being involved in the JVS program. Over the last 3 years, I've had the opportunity to be involved in medical research that's been published in various journals and presented at various conferences. I've had unbelievable opportunities to volunteer for those less fortunate, providing healthcare for asylum seekers and refugees coming from Northern Africa, traveling to South Tel Aviv. In March, during the first wave of the pandemic in Israel, I volunteered with Magen David Adom, that's Israel's national emergency services, to visit underserved populations to swab civilians who were demonstrating suspicious symptoms for COVID. A little while later, I worked in a COVID-19 ward in Tel Aviv, taking care of patients who were infected with COVID-19 and who were in critical condition. Serving alongside different doctors, nurses, students, residents was a really humbling experience and something that I'll never forget. And I would only have this opportunity and not have the burden of debt over my head without JVS. JVS, especially I'd like to thank the Malay Foundation and the trustee Susan Howard for giving me this unbelievable opportunity to study medicine. Donating a scholarship really helps students like me to continue their path. And for me especially, my goal is to become the best physician I can be. And I'd like to thank JVS program especially for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
I'm Allison O'Ringer, and I'm a second-year medical student at the University of Miami Miller School of Medicine. I was born and raised in LA, and then went to Emory for undergrad, came back to California for grad school at UC Berkeley in infectious disease and public health epidemiology, and then I came back to this coast for med school, and I've been working on COVID response efforts here for the past several months. I'm class president at UM, and when COVID cases started increasing in early March, I started to organize students to see how we could serve our community and help healthcare workers. We've hosted over a dozen PPE drives and phone banked for hundreds of hours to request PPE donations, organized blood drives, recruited volunteers for COVID testing projects, and more than I have the time to describe to you tonight. In total, we've donated over 1,000 meals and care packages to frontline healthcare workers and 3D printed, collected, and distributed over $1 million worth of personal protective equipment to more than 50 hospitals and nursing homes in the greater Miami area. I am so grateful to the JVS Scholarship Program and to the Dr. William and Leah Molay Foundation with trustee Susan Howard for supporting me and funding my education. I would not have been able to serve my community last semester, all of this summer, and this fall without their support. I cannot thank you enough.